Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energy and predictions for the sign of Aquarius for the end of March. Now, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and see what's going on for you here to close out the month of March. So the timeline for this reading that I've selected is the 22nd, 23rd, so that would be the second to last weekend of March, all the way through to April 7th. Reason I chose April 7th is that is the last day of the Mercury retrograde. And so effectively, we are looking at the final week of March plus the week after. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have going on for you here. Make sure we're all set up and in view, and then we'll get right into it for you. All right. I think that's looking just about good enough to me for right now. Energy on the bottom. Wow, you have the star. So Aquarius, this is the card of Aquarius in the tarot. This is your energy. This is your card. This is the water bearer in the tarot. And you can see here that they are reflecting in this pool of restorative water here. This is actually a healing pool of water. And this can be a card for that reason of recharging, recovery, tranquility. When you get this in the tarot, it's also the major wish fulfillment card. It says a wish, a dream could come true. I also like to say this is the card that could put you in the starlight, okay? That is in front of people on social media, in other forms of media, right? This could be like a celebrity card as well. Or are you creating some level of fame or having aspirations or desires to do that for yourself? Aquarius. So it's an extremely positive card. It comes after maybe you've had an upheaval in your life, because the card before the tower is the card before the star is the tower. The tower is an upheaval. The star gives you healing and tranquility from potentially something challenging in your life. So it's a very positive message to find this, and the fact that it's your energy here as well means that I think that you are front and center at this time in this reading. Sometimes in readings, right, you have other people show up, right, and the main thing is looking at like how another person is affecting your situation, but this is you, right? You're front and center here. What is interesting is we have triple knights. So knights which doesn't happen often, all right? So knights in the tarot are, they can be people, okay? So you've got at least 3 people showing up here. But knights in the tarot also represent events. Long story short here, Aquarius, this is going to be a very busy time for you as you close out the month of March to get triple or 3 knights in a reading, for sure. There's going to be a lot here that you are juggling during this period of time. You have an extremely positive reading. Let's go ahead and dive into this. So in the overall situation here, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, it can be an earth sign that's in your life, but the Knight of Pentacles can indicate profit in the tarot, right? And particularly profit that is born out of hard work, okay? This is one of the hard work cards in the tarot. So you putting in the time, putting in the energy, the effort, and getting profit from that. It can also be an event around something that you're profiting from. So for example, the sale of a house. It can indicate sales. And really, the other thing here is something that you've put a lot of time into, you could finally be getting results. So profit, results. But again, this is something that is really like you've spent a lot of time on this. So it's sort of like the realization of all of your hard work could come in, an event around that. Positive energy, for sure. And what I like about this is you have it with the star card, right? So wishes, dreams, goals, all of this coming into fruition here for you. Wow, I love this energy for you, Aquarius. Actually, my moon sign is Aquarius, so good stuff for us here. All right, let me know in the comment section, do you watch your moon sign? Let me know. All right, first column, you have the Knight of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Hermit card. Okay, so There might be something around, you know what? This doesn't feel like relationship energy for me. You do have the Three of Swords and the Knight of Cups, which, you know, definitely are cards that can speak to relationships or love energy in the tarot. But for me, this Knight of Cups, while it can indicate courtship, it can indicate proposals, marriage proposals or love proposals, you know, maybe taking events that maybe lead to you going to another level with somebody. It also is about dream as well, like having a dream. This person here is imagining what could be in this cup, right? They're dreaming. They're dreaming of the future for themselves, not just for another person. And since you are on the bottom, I feel like you are dreaming about your future that you could have for yourself, okay? And I think this is front and center for you at this time as we close out March and we move into April here. So it feels like a long-held wish or some long-held dream fulfillment could be showing up for you. Things are really going to start to clear for people after April 7th. I've been saying this throughout all of March as I've been doing these readings in March. Yeah. Now you also here have the Two of Pentacles, which is the Two of Pentacles. The way that I'm trying to move this, bring this into this reading, is it feels like things have sort of been in motion for you. Okay, this person's juggling coins. The idea is that it can talk about like money coming in, money coming out. It is one of these inflow outflow cards, right? So sometimes your financial situation could be fluctuating or in a state of flux, right? When you get the Two of Pentacles. And it can mean positive, negative. It depends on the situation. You have very positive cards around this Two of Pentacles. So this could indicate increases depending on your situation, especially because we have very positive events here. We don't even have the Knight of Swords, right? Which can be a little bit of a challenging one. But you have really, really positive knights here. So for you, I'll actually be very curious to see what the clarification is for you. Now, you also here have the Hermit card, which can indicate like this desire to kind of shut out the outside world, right? Like to kind of go on your own in some area of life. Like it can be a card of like freedom and independence, and typically needing to take some space for yourself so that you can connect to the star, right? So you actually see the star card in the Hermit. They're looking for the path to their wish, and they realize that perhaps this is not going to come through other people, but rather it's going to come through their inner knowledge, their inner wisdom. It's going to come from within when you see the Hermit card. It's also an energy of self-study as well. Yeah, I almost feel like with all of these events happening for you here, Aquarius, the Triple Knights, I almost feel like some of you are going to need to emotionally recharge your batteries here. And that can come forward with the Hermit energy. So it's maybe like take as much time as you need for self-care, but also not just self-care, which, by the way, is also indicated in the star card, but not just self-care, but also take as much time as you need to learn some lessons that are the universe is kind of handing you right now as you go through all these changes. You then have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Sun card. I mean, oh man, what a column here for you. Incredible. So we've talked about the Knight of Pentacles indicating maybe profit, some goals realized through after you've worked hard for something. Knight of Wands, I always like to say, is like the van life card. Okay, it's a card of like extreme adventure and even radical changes that you are excited about undergoing. Like, and you are making these, by the way. This is not something that's happening to you. This is happening because you are initiating the change. I see the Knight of Wands come forward for many people who are about to change residence, change their home, change their location that they're living. It's also the Jack of all trades in the tarot. This person is quite good at many things. They're maybe not like a subject matter expert, but they're good. They're very good at many things, right? It's a Jack of all trades. This person has a deep and varied interest around many topics, right? when you get the Knight of Wands, and they just cannot get enough of skill acquisition, you could say, like skill acquisition, learning. Kind of have their hands in everything, but they're a very eclectic person, and I feel like this is something that you are doing. And I think some of you are just ready, like ready to investigate something. You're really ready to jump in. You're almost, yeah, you're ready to jump in. And I think you're going to take the ride too, by the way. I think you're going to take the ride. And then the Sun card's the most positive card in the tarot. It's total happiness. It really augments the positive messages around it and negates the negative or challenging messages around it. So it's, you always want to see the Sun in a tarot reading. And I might probably, yeah, perhaps my favorite combination in the tarot is the Sun and the Star. Hard to beat that. So you have that here. You then have the Nine of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Swords. So let's talk about this Three of Swords first. It's maybe the one challenging spot, maybe Nine of Wands, but it's not really an issue here because everything's so incredibly positive for you. Three of Swords, you may have to let go of something. It doesn't feel like a relationship. We'll go ahead and clarify in just a second here to see if this might be. But think about it this way, like if you are going through a move, because many people ask me, can the Three of Swords be like indicating anything other than breakup? And like, absolutely, the Three of Swords does not always indicate breakup or divorce. It's like this, if you are moving, it may mean that you have to separate from the place that you've lived in for 5 years or however many years. And that's a little challenge, that's a little heartbreaking, right? You have to separate from that because you've been living in this place for a long time and now you're going somewhere else, right? So there's just some level of separation here. It's not going to be super challenging as you have the Sun next to it. So you have to give something up here, and but you're ready for this. You're probably even excited. You then here have the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy, all about expansion, and also some luck coming into your situation here as well. The message, though, with the Wheel of Fortune is do not miss out, right? Because the wheel will keep spinning. There's an opportunity in front of you. If you feel really, really encouraged to go for it, you should go for it, because if you don't, the wheel will keep spinning. But it says that there's a lucky strike, so to speak. There's a lucky opportunity right in front of you. And then the Nine of Wands is potentially about some level of resistance, which with the Wheel of Fortune is exactly what I'm saying. Be careful that you do not miss the boat, right? Be careful that you do not miss out on the opportunity, because the Nine of Wands person is a bit timid, shy, a bit resistant around something. All right, we're going to go ahead and clarify this situation even more. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here. We'll start by pulling some tarot cards. All right, take a look at the energy on the bottom. You have Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action. You see the grasshopper here. Well, I think that's the grasshopper is like it's a very interesting creature in nature. I always, like, whenever I see them, is that the mantis? Is that a mantis? Praying mantis? No, that's a praying mantis. Yeah, that's a praying mantis. Yeah, not a grasshopper. Well, praying mantises are very, very interesting. That's what I was thinking. Like, you know, when you see them, it's like, whoa. Silent but deadly type of energy. Let's see what else we have here. You then have eagle, see from a higher perspective. And then you have great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. You know, this great teacher card is like the hermit, right? It's this energy of being a sage, being wise, acquiring wisdom. And through all of these events, you could be undergoing some spiritual learnings as you go through all of these events. You also have drum, dream and journey, as well as broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. It almost feels like for those of you here, it's like there is resistance. It's almost like the universe, well, not the universe, but you have put yourself in a position to profit, or you've put yourself in a very successful position here with the Knight of Wands the Knight of Pentacles in the middle. But it's now that it's here, maybe you're resistant. Yeah, there's like it's almost like a what is the term? It's like you are hmm. It's like you're there's a self-inflicted wound here. Okay, it's like for whatever reason you have worked hard for something, you've earned your opportunity, and now that the opportunity is here, you're like resistant to it. So in this idea of embrace the energy of peace, it's like embrace what you've built for yourself, right? Can you create? There's like can you create stillness within you, right? Can you work through the disharmony that is within you, knowing that you've worked for this? Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and let's start to clarify this even more. There's a term that is just on the absolute tip of my tongue, and if I can recall it, my memory recall could be a lot better, to be honest. But if I can recall it, I will bring it in. All right, let me go ahead and see what we have here. Self-sabotage. That's what I'm coming forward with. Yeah, it's almost like there's some a potential for self-sabotage here, because that's what I was looking for. Yeah, because it's like you've really shown up for yourself, and now the opportunity is here. Do not sabotage the opportunity that you've built. So you have the Three of Wands. You have the Tower, and you also have the King of Cups. King of Cups, Hermits. Yeah, there needs to be like a moment of peace, tranquility, calm for you here. I think some of you need to recharge your emotional batteries, because there's so much going on with these triple knights, and also now that Tower. And so if you can take some moments to be on your own or just to recharge emotionally during this period, it's going to be very helpful for you with the King of Cups. This person's really just calm in the face of challenge here. And with the Hermit, the Star, this is what's coming forward. Now you have the Tower as well, which is not a negative message in this type of reading. In fact, it can indicate a pleasant surprise for you, as you have the Two of Pentacles and the Sun. Now, there may be an unexpected expense with the Tower and the Two of Pentacles, but it seems like you're going to be able to work through this in whatever way you can. Yeah, you'll be able to come up with a solution for that. With the Tower and the Two of Pentacles, it could be unexpected expense, but also just an unexpected increase. It depends on where you are in your journey here, but it can really go either way. You then have the Three of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So for the singletons out there, the Knight of Cups, Three of Wands, it's sort of like you could meet somebody through travel and through this change of location. Three of Wands is a travel card, so is the Knight of Wands, and they're both cards of adventure. Both of these cards are both of the people on these cards are adventurers. And there's also expansion is seen in the Three of Wands, because it's basically the start of a journey. Three of Wands, they've expanded on the potential of the Two of Wands, and now they're undertaking or they're undergoing a grand journey or grand adventure. So it's very exciting when you get the Three of Wands. You also might be meeting someone through work, by the way, through a business partnership or alliance. You then have the Page of Swords, you have the Four of Pentacles, and you have the Five of Cups. All right, so with the Four of Pentacles now showing up here, yeah, you'll have to separate with some asset or some cash, because the Tower and the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles indicates you've got some assets or cash. As you see, this person's holding on to the Pentacles here, but you may need to pay for something. Okay, there may be just an unexpected expense. But you have it. That's the thing with this reading, is like you have it. You then have the Five of Cups with the Sun. Interesting. It's almost like there's some level of self-sabotage here, because this person is not realizing that there are two cups behind them. They're just focused on these three spilled cups. And with the sun would expose those two upright cups. And so I think you'll realize that the position you're in is probably pretty decent. Uh, and yeah, yeah. So I think there might be just a moment of like feeling down a little bit. Which hey, it's your feelings. I'm not here to invalidate your feelings. Feel all the feels, but I think that you'll probably end up coming out of this situation like, wow, I really, really have shown up for myself, and I'm in a good spot. You got the Page of Swords, which can indicate delay, or it is a card of intelligence, though, of high skill and intelligence, um, especially with the Knight of Wands. But it can indicate a delay. Let's go ahead and see what this might be around. Okay, you've got the Nine of Swords, you've got the Ace of Wands, amazing, and the Death card. Okay, so there's like a pretty deep transformation that you're undergoing here, and there's a lot going on. The Death card is not. I don't read it as literal death. I just don't find that to be the right way to read the Death card in the tarot, especially for a general reading. Yeah, I think most modern readers don't read it that way anymore. It's a transformation, right? It's this butterfly energy. It's going from the caterpillar to the butterfly. It's like a metamorphosis in your life, and it's some level of deep transformation here. With the Three of Swords, it's like you're leaving something behind. You know, you're leaving something behind. You're shedding old skin. You're creating something new and you're creating a new version of you. And maybe it's even the version you've always wanted, but let me tell you, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Wands, get excited, get ready, because wow, that is extremely powerful. It's like a eternal flame that is being lit from the universe in front of you, right here. The Ace of Wands is a spark, but in this case, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like an eternal flame. And you're going to really, really want to investigate this if this reading is for you, because it can bring incredible opportunity for you. Really massive amounts of wish fulfillment here with your energy, with the star on the bottom. Yeah. So for many of you, this could be around business development. So like starting your own business, starting your side hustle. I think for many of you, or some of you, you may be getting on social media. But I think the big challenge here for you is working through some level of like resistance to this, or even like this idea of like, oh, why do I deserve this? Like this like disbelief energy, like this self-sabotaging disbelief energy where it's like, oh, why do I deserve this? Well, it's like you deserve it because you've put this opportunity on your plate for you. You know, you've worked for it. Yeah. And then the Two of Wands on the bottom, massive amount of potential for you here. Like massive. Let's see what else we have. Let's go ahead and see what else we have going on here. All right, these cards came out, so we're going to take these. All right, so we've got gift, child, false person, change, unexpected income, and toil and labor. Yep, nope, my intuition's right here. You definitely, this is not one of those things where like you are getting a little lucky, like for sure, but you've put yourself in a position to get lucky with this hard work card and with toil and labor, and then also Knight of Pentacles. Many of you are going to be moving here pretty soon, maybe April, May, sometime in the spring. This will be exciting. You've got this gift energy. It's like a gift that you are being able to give for yourself. Some of you, this unexpected income is nice. It's not like a huge gain in this Oracle deck. There are some cards in this Oracle deck that could indicate huge gain. This is like an extra bonus. This is something extra that you just weren't expecting. This is an incredible reading. Thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.